Technology to improve your health is among the highlights at this year's Consumer Electronics Show. The world's largest consumer tech show opens this morning in Las Vegas. More than 170,000 people are expected to attend. Nearly 4,000 companies from innovative startups to industry powerhouses like Google and Samsung will showcase their products. Brian Cooley from our partners at CNET is at the show in Las Vegas. Brian, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
So let's talk about this auto presence here, and Nissan in particular showing off this technology called B2V, which means brain to vehicle. What is that? It's like a mind-reading concept.
Yeah, believe it or not, mind reading through, this is kind of my digital crown of thorns here. This is a piece you put on your head. It's got these little sensor probes underneath it. And when you don this, it will connect to a future Nissan vehicle to wirelessly communicate what I'm thinking to the vehicle, so maybe it can react a quarter to a half a second faster than it would by me actually grabbing the controls or stabbing at the brakes. Now, this might have seemed like crazy stuff a couple years ago, but the way we're going now with connected technologies in cars, this isn't that nutty, and it could be used for safety. It could be used for things like getting a more sporty feel out of a car when you're in that mood, and Nissan is deadly serious about testing with this. It's pretty cool.
Brian, this has sort of become one of the new places to announce the big auto news, right?
Yes, it absolutely has, and it's interesting because the giant Detroit Auto Show is coming immediately after this one wraps up next week, and yet you're seeing a bifurcation go on here. If you're doing connected technologies in cars that make them come alive as part of your digital life, that's probably being announced here. If you're showing off a new model or an amazing new powertrain, electrification, hybridization, that's probably still going to happen at the traditional auto shows, but there's an awful lot of blurring, and I'll be honest with you, it's kind of a blood battle between the two franchises.
Now, we've been hearing about this digital assistance in the bathrooms, and Gayle and I have been wondering, what do you need that for?
I didn't know there were a lot of options in the bathroom, Brian. Only so much you can do in there.
Yeah, you thought it was just a lot of plumbing, right?
Yes,
yeah, well,
right.
It turns out Kohler and Moen, these two companies we all know well that are big makers of kind of fancy high-end appliances and such for the bathroom. One of them rolled out a smart mirror with Amazon Alexa built in, so you can verbally control the lighting or what audio is playing through the mirror as well. And then Moen has Amazon Alexa controlled shower controls. You know, you get in the shower and you know what temperature you like, but you don't know how to set it. You turn the knob about here, right? We all know that routine.
Right.
Here you would just use Alexa and say, hey, Alexa, get my shower ready at 103 degrees. And get it pre-warmed, but don't waste water spewing all that hot water out until I tell you that I'm getting in. It's actually a very smart concept to an existing issue that we all feel.
All right, that makes sense. I'm looking at that little guy beside you, Buddy. He's creeping me out a little bit. How does he work? What's his deal, Brian?
Buddy is one of our favorite robots right now in a crop of robots that have bumbled up in about the last couple of years. Kind of like a hyperactive kid in some ways. Buddy is a smart voice-reacting robot that can become a companion around the house. It has all kinds of sensors and cameras, and you talk back and forth to it. Hello, Buddy.
I'm listening.
Hey, Buddy's listening. Hey, Buddy, can you... Hello. Yeah, Buddy's listening, always. Trust me. Hello, Buddy, can you dance? I think Buddy's about to dance. Get ready for this. So here we go. Whoa, okay. So Buddy is like a little home companion, but also can run around the house. I'm going to grab Buddy if things go wrong here, and can keep an eye on things for you. It can see if the pets are doing okay. If your kids are home, it could be your remote control eyes. If you want to see how things are going, Buddy can roam around for you from wherever you are in the world.
Brian.
You can check out your house that way.
Brian,
Yeah,
let
okay,
us,
Buddy,
Brian,
enough.
Better than I do.
Brian, let us know when Buddy can fold the laundry, okay? But in the meantime, I understand that L'Oreal has a chip that you can wear on your fingernail. What does it do?
That's right. If you're into fingernail art, this is the ultimate fingernail art, because this is a little chip you put on your fingernail, and what it is a UV sensor, and it's going to keep track of your ultraviolet exposure, and it has no batteries, and it's super tiny, 2 by 9 millimeters, and it looks cool. And the idea is it will report into a smartphone app and let you know what your cumulative UV exposure is. For the next year, they'll offer it through dermatologists, and then in 2019, you'll be able to buy it for about $40 and just use this thing. UV exposure is such an important thing to keep an eye on.
Wow.
How amazing is some of this?
Always a lot of new ideas out there.
Yeah, that's good to monitor
Yes.
your... Yeah. Hey, really nice to see you, Brian. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. We got a lot going on here.
Clearly, the robot's still dancing.